All right, my people, this is round two from my Virginia collectible store adventure. So these are all Transformer instructions. It's cool to have these along with the Transformers just so in case you don't know how to transform them, you can see how to transform them. If you don't know how to combine them with other uh, Transformers they combine with, you know how to combine them. So we'll start out with the Armada series. So this is the Street Action Team. You got the scooter, you got the bike, and the skateboard. And I believe these three guys combined to make Perceptor, which is cool. Three little mini guys make one big guy. The Armada series had a lot of things like that. They had a team that transformed into the Requiem Blaster. You had the Sky Boom Shield, and then you had the sword. So that's the street team. And then here we have Thundercracker. Shows you how to transform Thundercracker. It's got his mini con. All of the Transformer Armada Transformers had a special feature where you would use their little minicon or any minicon, and it would unlock a secret feature or weapon on the Transformers themselves, which was a really cool concept. I really liked that about the Armada series. Next, we have the Hotshot. Hotshot with his minicon. So there's Hotshot's instructions. Then we have Scavenger. Scavenger was an awesome character. Very big Transformer, awesome transformation, and he was just really cool in the show as well. Then we have, what is this one? This is the Street Speed Minicon team. They were all sports cars. Pretty cool transformations, pretty cool looking cars. I never understood why they use drawings for the instructions. I don't know why they just didn't use like actual images of the real Transformers in any of them. As long as they've been doing them, I just think it would look better if you see the actual transformer self transforming versus using a drawing. I don't know, maybe it costs more money to use a real picture. I don't know, but I would prefer to see the real thing transformed than to see a drawing, because a lot of times just looking at the drawing, it's really hard to figure it out, especially with the older instruction manuals. Here we have, this is the Air Military Minicon team. These guys are all like military aircrafts. That guy you can barely see because of the fold. So there's that one. And then also from Armada, we have Sideways. This guy was really cool because he played both sides. He was one of those undercover Transformers who wasn't really on either side, if I remember correctly. I think he was working for another faction, so he wasn't really an Autobot, and he wasn't really a Decepticon. I think he worked for the other whatever you call them. I always forget the names of things when I'm doing videos, unfortunately. But he was a really cool guy, and he was a cool Transformer too. I liked how both of his mini cons you could transform them and put them together, and they made like the little cycle guy that would ride on his motorcycle transformation, and then you could also switch him around to give him a different head for when he was undercover for the Autobots or Decepticons. So this guy is really cool, and I actually found this guy down there. He wasn't complete, but he did have two of his missiles, so I needed his missiles to complete Sideways I have here at home. So he's actually right here. So I only got this for a couple bucks, and it was well worth it, even though it wasn't complete and missing out of pieces. Because out of all honesty, these are the hardest two pieces to get. So I'll use these two pieces to complete a Sideways I have here, because all he needs is these two pieces to be complete. So that's awesome. I was happy with that find. Then from Energon, it went from Armada to Energon to Cybertron. So then in the Energon series, they had Rodimus. He was sort of a truck-looking transformation this time in this series. So there's Rodimus's instruction manual. Then we have Dive Bomb. I didn't really get to watch much of Energon, and I know I didn't really watch any of a Cybertron. This is probably around the time to where my life just got really hectic with me transitioning from being a regular vendor to a store owner, because once I became a store owner, it like took all my time. So I very rarely get to do anything I enjoy. Like, I enjoy doing these videos for you guys. So I just never got to really watch much of Energon or Cybertron. I do know the animation or CGI or whatever changed once it got to Energon, and I didn't really like how that looked the few episodes I did watch, because it was like a mixture of animation and CGI, and just the two combined together, it looks really funky. I hear a lot of people say that, so I'm not the only one. So that was cool to not be alone on the way I felt about that. Then we have Sky Shadow, and he is a plane. Sort of looks like Power Glide. Then we have Offshoot, sort of like a military type vehicle. From Cybertron, we have Wing Saber. I'm pretty sure I probably have quite a few of these guys. We got Soundwave. Soundwave is always one of my favorite characters all the way back from G1. And I know for a fact I have this actual Transformer. Soundwave has always been an awesome Transformer. He always gets really cool transformations. He's one of those Transformers who over the years they've been able to somewhat keep true to what his original form was, because he's like sort of like a technology type guy, so he can evolve from whatever to whatever. So his original form was a cassette player, and I've seen them make him into satellites and a few other things like that. So it's kind of cool he gets to stay true to his origins, unlike most of the characters we know. They see way too many changes that don't really fit how they originally were, but they're Transformers, so all in all, they can pretty much change into anything they want, because that's part of their ability and their uniqueness. So, but it was just cool that Soundwave could stay true to his origins. All right, from Transformers universe, we have Hardhead, like a military tank type vehicle. Now this was really cool because this guy charged me $2 a piece for all the manuals I got. And when I got to this particular set before I started recording, I didn't realize that this one was like this. So I'm just thinking it's one manual, but no, it was like, it's the whole team. So we got Scavenger, we got Buckethead, we got Bone Crusher, we got Load Haul, we got Quick Mix, and we got Hightower. Now all these guys combine together and they make Devastator. I don't think I own the Transformers Universe version of Devastator, but Devastator was also one of those original G1 Transformers that combined to make a big character, and it was a really cool character to have back then. Very fragile those G1 Transformers were, so a lot of people ended up breaking a lot of these G1 guys trying to transform them to combine them into the big Devastator form. So that was cool, because if I would have had to pay for these individually, I would have been what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That would cost me $12 for those 6 manuals, but he had them folded up like that, and I got them for $2, so that was cool. Then from Transformers Robots in Disguise, you got the Rail team. So we got Rail Spike, Rapid Run, and Midnight Express. And these guys all combined and they made one big robot, and I don't know if they have a picture of it, and I honestly forgot what he was called when they all combined. Forgive the camera view, I'm trying to do this with one hand while I'm holding the camera in my hand. Yeah, I don't remember what his form was when they all formed together. I forget. Too many series to remember everything. Then we got from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, we got the Constructicon Devastator. A lot of people had a problem with this in the movie. I particularly didn't like it either, but the Transformer itself is cool. I wish they would have stayed truer to the G1 Devastator and the construction vehicles, because he was more like a monster creature versus staying true to his G1 form, right? The The actual vehicles themselves from the movie were fine, but then when they all transformed and combined into this monstrosity, uh, I just thought it was terrible looking. But it's actually a cool Transformer though. But it would have been cool if he stayed true to his. If they would have let him stay true to his G1 form. And then from Transformers Dark of the Moon, we have Ultimate Optimus Prime. And this is a really cool figure. I actually have this one. It is very huge. It's extremely difficult to transform. As you can see, it says Advanced Level 3. A lot of people lose a lot of parts and pieces of this one and break it trying to transform him, because this guy is massive once you transform him. Then we got Transformers Robots. Oh, what is that? Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, newer series. The titanium diecast. You got Jetfire. I don't have very many of these. Then from Transformers Generation Fall of Cybertron, we got Shockwave. Shockwave has always been pretty cool too. He's one of the ones, just like Soundwave, who throughout the years at least got to keep a lot of their original looks and always stay true to their original role from the G1 series. So there's Shockwave. This was probably my most favorite find there. It's a Transformers Generation 2 instruction manual. It's really hard to find anything G1, G2, anywhere you go. So anytime you can find anything G1, G2, and you can get it for a decent price, you should always pick it up. Even if it's parts and pieces, because they're always valuable. Somebody always needs them, and never pass them up. But this guy is the Heroic Autobot Electro. I don't even know if I have this guy. So we got his instruction manual. So that is my second video from my finds in Virginia, everybody. As always, please like and share. If you are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. And as always, I appreciate you all, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out, players.